GRYSKLL.
Again, I'm at my boy's house. We're all listening to the radio. It's like college radio. And they're like, yo, DJ Serious Dim Sum album back from European tour. What? Yo, there's 2 singles that promoted this Dim Sum album, this compilation of Toronto artists.
What was the name of the album?
Dim Sum?
Dim Sum.
That's our 3rd single. That's the name of our third single.
Oh, for real? Yo.
Kismet.
That's crazy.
Automatic synergy, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. All right.
Yo, but this guy like dropped the album and I was like, what? And because, yo, the 2 singles leading up to the album drop, they were on vinyl, and both of the singles, the first one was Childhood's End with me and Decisive. The second one is Trapdoors. There are 3 singles. And then the 3rd record was Unknown Misery on side B. So all of my songs were the singles. And then I just didn't know what was happening. So when I heard this, I'm like, well, they're back from a Europe tour? They're performing at Opera House? I'm like, yo, I'm a kid. And I'm just like, yo, I'm old. Yo, I was a maniac back then. I was like drinking like 40. It was like down to here. I was listening to the Method Man put me on to St. Ives. You know what I mean? I was just like, yo. You know, when you're a kid, you just take the bad info first. So, I end up, just going. I'm like, yo. I asked one of my boys, I'm like, yo, can you drop me to the spot? He drops me to the spot. I go inside. The bouncers are there. I'm just like, yo, I'm on the album. I'm going in. And the guy's like, he's confused, but I'm being aggressive still. So I'm just like, I'm on the album. I was young, you know? I was like, didn't do things properly.
All of you. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I have that energy right there. And then, yo, this guy's like, all of a sudden, Decisive comes out. Like, he just sensed me or something. He comes out. He talks to the bouncer, brings me in, brings me backstage. When I go backstage, I go wait on the side. The DJ's here. The stage is right here. I'm on the side. And as soon as I walk on the side, when I tell you, they're playing my solo song, and a rapper named RC is on the mic, like, yeah, that's Unknown Misery. And I'm just like, what? Bro, I wanted to go grab that mic, and I did it. And I'm happy I did. I did. You know what I mean? And but long story short, man, I found out that shit was Juno nominated. I wasn't invited. The albums, the 12 inches that I was on were distributed by Fat Beats and Groove Attack. I didn't know.
Wow.
I didn't get $1 from anything. Nothing. You know what I mean? But I took that. It's like, yo, we make something out of nothing, man. You give me that, yo, I'm going to take that and treat it as a bag and flip that. So I took that and I ran with it. I ran with the name. I just ran with the Juno nominated. I ran with Fat Beat's name, just reused these names. And then I started getting self-booked. So after that, all I did was, I was just like, yo, I'm going to take that actually helped me take my career seriously. I was like, hold on, like I can actually do something? This is crazy. So instead of being mad, I was mad still, but I still went home and I wrote music. I wrote a battle track, obviously. And then the other shit was just normal music. Ran into 89.5. I was like, yo, I'm gonna talk about DJ Serious. You know, F DJ Serious. Yo, went to 105.5. I'm like, go F DJ Serious. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yo, like,
heat on it, okay.
And then I went to Kinko's where you could like make photocopies, right? So I drew. I was like, yo, I need to release this music. How do I do it? I went on the street. There's a brother named Mindbender in Toronto. He's like an MC, but he is like the best supporter anyone can have in the city. He's a supporter of all supporters. Mindbender, you know, good-hearted brother.
I saw his
and
name.
I know him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder if that's him.
I know it came from from G.I. Joe, the cartoon.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking. Yeah. That's where it's from.
Yeah.
Yo, but he just, one day he's walking down the street, I'm sitting there, I was broke, I was hungry, I was just thinking of music all the time, you know what I mean? You're a kid just dreaming. And it's like, yo, this guy walks by me, he has a CD. I'm like, yo, bro, let me ask you a question. He's like, what? I'm like, how did you make that CD? He's like, what do you mean, man? He's like, yo, I bought a spindle of CDs. I went to Kinko's right there. I photocopied the cover. Then I went to the internet cafe. I made them. I came outside and I'm selling them. I'm like, what? Like that? Yo, bro, I just went home that day. I gathered all my songs that were not even mixed properly. I put them on an album called The House That No One Built. And I just drew. I cut out pieces of a magazine.
Wow.
you know, I put it on a piece of paper. I went to Kinko's. I photocopied that. And boom. I started selling CDs on the street. I didn't have a real job for like 5-6 years. I was just selling CDs on the streets, on Queen Street, you know? Not saving the money properly. I was just like surviving daily. Like I was just spending it on garbage, but still, I enjoyed my life. That's what I did. And that's how my music shit started. And I think that's why it was easy for me to like find my own way to travel when I felt like doors were closing, because I've like found my own way from the beginning almost. You know what I mean? Not from the beginning, but like I had to find my own way after the DJ Serious shit. So I say that's like the real start of my career. And then after that, I just went to I got into university through a program called Transitional Year Program, because I was in a group called Poor Man Militia after that. So it was Unknown Misery, boom. Then I got into a group called Poor Man Militia a year after I dropped House That No One Built. Poor Man Militia was these brothers from Crooks at Around the Table, a bunch of other cats, but we were like all like, there's like Bloods, Crips, and Gators all in one group, 9 of us. And we were young, hot-headed, but we were we were killing the game in the city. Like when we were doing shows, shit was packed. The last show we did, we didn't even need mics. The last show we did, man, we're so hyped. We're just like rapping with no mic. People are in the crowd going wild. Our egos are blowing up. Our egos are out of control. You know what I mean? And boom, the group broke up, you know? And after that, a lot of like bullshit happened. I always say this, man. Like, I wore bandanas because the neighborhood did. You feel me? I make music, man. I just make music. That's not me. I'm not built for any of that. That's not me. Never was, you know? But I make music, and you automatically get caught in it sometimes when you're young, you know? So after all that happened, man, I was just like, all this drama started coming, and I was like, yo, I gotta do something with my life. And then I got into this, I had my daughter. And as soon as my daughter was before she was about to be born, I got into a program called Transitional Year Program, where you get into the University of Toronto by writing an essay. They don't look at punctuation or grammar or anything. They just look at the context. And as long as they want to know why you couldn't finish school the traditional way and what you're going to do with this opportunity now. Boom. I got into the program, dope program. And that is where I met some great MCs. I met some MCs there in the same program as me. And I was in sociology and equity studies, and the professor the first day is talking some stuff, and I'm like, what? I'm not crazy? Yo, the sociology teacher, professor, is explaining things that made me realize that I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, hold on, this was happening. I was right, you know? So I also realized that when I met these MCs, like I'm seeing other people nod their head, and I'm like, I'm talking to his brother after class. I'm talking to this brother after class. Like literally, yo, we start building alliances. We're blazing blunts, jumping into every debate we can, just like we're finally able to use our intelligence. You know what I mean? And while we're able to use our intelligence, that's the first time I picked up the Malcolm X autobiography. And when I read that book on campus, I was like, yo, critical thinking. Like, it makes sense why revolutions start on campus, because you're surrounded by critical thinkers, you know, and you're also surrounded by critical thinkers who are given at that moment the glimpse of hope that they can be the next generation to provoke change through their careers. You're in university now, you know what I mean? So it was really cool to see. And then our music became really political. It just became like I started understanding, instead of saying F the police, I started saying bun the colonizer, you know? And saying F the police, I would lose people in the message. I would lose them. Saying bun the colonizer, I could have a conversation about that, you know, and I wouldn't lose that many people. And just who would resonate with us was crazy. My boy's girl made a t-shirt for us called Stolen from Africa. It just said Stolen from Africa on it. She brought it to us at one of our university gigs. It's like, because now we're performing at protests. They're calling us at protests. We're performing on the back of like trucks while the protests going down Queen Street. We're performing, you know what I mean? And we see, we wore these shirts on stage one day, And after, it's like, yo, where do I get the shirt? Where do I get the shirt? Where do I get the shirt? So at first it became a clothing line. And then me and my boy Logix, we made it into a movement. I'm from India, Dravidian roots. But my experience has been different. Like, you know what I mean? First of all, I don't need to explain why I helped build that movement. I'll just say I helped build it because it felt right, you know? But at the same time, I will explain that my experience, to me, has been really unique. Everyone's experience is unique to them. But until September 11th, I wasn't always a brown guy. I'll just put it that way. You know what I mean? And ignorance is so deep that, like, no one wants to know what my background is. And depending on the political climate of the time, that's the background I fit. You know? That's why most of my life, when I fought racism, I've always fought direct racism because I've been called the N-word. And it's really strange, but that's my experience. You know what I mean? But I also understand, I also understand my history and how I can bridge certain gaps. That could have been that is my experience, but still, there's still something about me where I can bridge certain gaps. And that was my goal. You know, we're in Canada. If we want to deal with any oppression, we have to go to the roots, which is around the world dealing with oppression against the African diaspora, and in Canada dealing with oppression against the indigenous people. And that's why, like, yo, all of them resonated. So we started Stolen from Africa, and it went from a t-shirt to becoming a movement. The music became very politicized, and the reason I made music became really different. And that's when Unknown Misery started doing his thing. I started doing my thing. Every time I toured around the world, like, we toured around the world because we got blacklisted. Again, every time I pushed forward, it's because I got blacklisted. And it was a lot of the time because I handled it in the wrong way. I wasn't militant enough. But regardless, whatever, it was what it was. You know what I mean? And they closed doors. We were getting no more events because I was part of a festival called Manifesto Festival. We were on the board of directors the first year with Stolen from Africa, where we're the board of ethics. And they were getting so much funding. There's the year of the gun in Toronto. They were getting so much funding for youth programs, but they were putting the youth stage in the back on a carpet in front of a ghetto boombox with two mics, and it's all muffled. You know what I mean? And our thing every time at the meetings was like, nah, you put them in between the big artists. That's what you're doing. You got the funding for them. You get a big artist, you get Pharaoh Monch, you get thing. You get blah, 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 you get thing. You know what I mean? That's what you do. They wouldn't do it. So by the end of the festival, before day one, I publicly called them out and I said, I want nothing to do with it. And then they called me into a meeting. They said it wanted to be private. And me, I taped it. And you got to be careful with colonizers, man. They're going to tape you and misinterpret your words. So I'm going to have to make sure I tape all. Like, I've taken my lessons from being interviewed by media. If media interviews you, you tell them. That's cool, but we're going to keep our camera running for our own records. Then they won't chop you up because they know you have the raw footage. So we've learned that the hard way, obviously. So whatever. So after that, when we got black, then they called me in the office. They said, yo, we'll give you $1,000. Just host the thing for us. I'm like, hold on, you're trying to buy me for $1,000? I'm like, nah, F you. I'm not doing it. And then I got blacklisted, as usual. Name got taken off of everything. But guess what? I couldn't get a show anywhere in my city, so I booked a show in Czech Republic. I booked a show all over Switzerland. I opened for Onyx out there. Performed at Hip Hop Camp, the biggest hip hop festival in the world. You know what I mean? And that's where my story goes. It goes from that little journey, as fast as I can say it. That's part of the journey. And it went from that. It went from understanding, and went from figuring out knowledge of self to understanding resilience. You know what I mean? And harnessing resilience. And I think that's where King Mizo can now become king. Because as king, you have to understand resilience. You have to understand who you give your energy to. You know what I mean? You have to understand when you speak, when you don't speak, you know? And you have to understand how to build a kingdom for the people when you're king among kings, you know? And that's where my journey went from there to here. And it's like as fast as I can explain it, but trust me, there's a lot of middle things. Like, my boy got punched by Vinny Paz. And not my boy. Some dude I used to make music with who's a straight Nazi now got punched by Vinny Paz. That's how deep these stories go. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things, like Snow Goons told me to publicly beat some guy up and they will put me on their album, and I told them, nah, I'm not going to. I'm not getting involved in anyone's drama unless someone does something to me or my family, you know? And it's like crazy, bro. My life has just been getting blacklisted, but every single time I won. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, and it's like, that's my story, man. And that's why I think why I had to become king of my own kingdom, because you can't blacklist king, you know?
Right.
I own where I stand, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Marcus Garvey.
Respect for the story.
Yeah, man. I say I really not put a lot of thought into anything that I. This story is dope, man. And like that's heavy, man.
Yeah.
Yo, respect.
Very heavy.
The story is crazy.
Respect, bro.
That's crazy.
No.
Yo,
It's a whirlwind of being. So you were actually like in the business, and now you are the business, or something like that. So
that's a good way to look at
Yo,
it.
facts. That's it.
You are.
It's like we're gonna control it ourselves. We control the narrative. It's like I don't need to be part of the narrative, you know? Like that's it, exactly. And like taking control, taking the power back. And Web3 gave me the opportunity to take my power back, you know? And like in a bigger way than before. So that's why it's amazing, man. That's why my story ends up in Web3 right now, because it's where resilient people go to thrive, you know?
damn, man, I'm blown away. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, it's inspiration for me. So to connect more with our audience, something else that might be good to know is who were the people that you were listening to when you were developing as an artist or developing a love for the craft? Who did you love?
All of Wu-Tang, like the whole extended, like Sons of the Man, definitely. That's why Getting Prodigal there was. Sons of Man, I would say, is the one that made me want to they made me want to say something, you know, because Sons of Man made me feel like being intelligent was cool. You know, it was okay to be intelligent. That's cool. You know, and as a kid, I was trying to be cool. I was trying to be accepted by my peers, you know? So I would say Sons of Man is number one on my list, 100%. And then all of Wu-Tang, all of Boot Camp, you know, then you got Nas, you got CNN, you know, for that, the militant stuff. And then as I got a little older, Dead Prez, Immortal Technique.
There we go.
And it's a blend of all of that, man. But I'd say I'm definitely the most influential school I'm a part of is from the School of Wu, for sure. I have no choice. Like, that's when I was born. You know what I mean? That's where I was raised. So that's why I think the way I think. It's like, I don't, you know, it's like they give you 5% of knowledge in their music. You know what I mean? Their music gives you knowledge. Their music is a book and you can learn from it, you know? So those are my, for all the heads listening, yeah, man, that's it. Like, Mizo's from the School of Wu, period. Like, if you want to narrow it down, it's the School of Wu, for sure.
Bucks. Facts. Well said. That's all.
I don't know what else to say other than, man, you really gave it up to us, man. I mean, shit. I think we got a hell of a lot, man, to enjoy and to share with the world, man. I don't know how to thank you enough, man. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, man. And this ain't the last time for sure, man. This is the beginning of a connection, bro.
100%. I appreciate it. No, for real. Like, I really appreciate the space and like being able to like share it. It's like it helps my spirit being able to share it, and it's a freeing feeling to be able to share it and to know that like different parts of my extended self are hearing it, which is all of you, you know, and all the people that listen to what you all do. Those are all extended parts of me as well. You know what I mean? So it's nice that the rest of me can understand me. You know what I mean? We can understand each other. And it's like, this isn't the end, because I'm going to listen to your music. And yo, we need a GRYSKLL concert. That's what we need. We need a GRYSKLL concert. You know what I mean? I'll handle every single part of it. All the man would have to do is get the performance ready. You know what I mean?
I like
the call. Yeah, y'all. We got a business meeting next Wednesday for our call, so we're gonna be able to talk about all this and kind of come back to you with some solid answers probably after a week, like with some ideas, not even answers, but with some ideas and something something meaningful. That way, you probably won't hear much over the next week, but after that, you'll hear something from me, man, from us, one of us, some of us.
Yeah, we got homework to do.
You get some questions in your DM from one to Dow. That's me, bro. So
yeah,
just okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it might be a good idea for everybody. Just let them know who you are. He knows how to get at you guys, man.
Yeah, I'm dUshawn. I just followed you on IG, and I think I already follow you on Twitter.
Okay.
So you'll see me, man.
Okay.
I hit you probably early on in the meeting, but again, one to dial, number 1 TODIAL.
Okay.
I had to hit you on Twitter.
All right.
Yeah, I followed you a minute ago too. So T-Bear at TBEAR0NE83, the resident DJ of the group. So
that's
villain
right.
in training. What'd you say, villain's apprentice or something like that?
We're not a villain apprentice anymore, man. Master.
He's certified now. He's
certified master villain.
Yeah, I'll add all of you back because I'm talking on my phone right now, so I can't see it. I'll add all of you.
Carcass collectors. Kitten carcass collectors about to do it.
Man, I was trying to think of that joint a few minutes ago, man. Somebody said something, and I was like, the KKK.
What, the kitten carcass collectors?
Carcass collector.
Yeah.
And the puppy punters.
And the puppy punters, yeah.
Crazy, man. Yo, what city y'all in though?
It's all over.
All over, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm in Maryland. I'm in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Okay.
Chicago over here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, T-Bear Chicago too. So.
Yeah.
To Chicago. I'm in North Carolina.
I'm in.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, from Jersey originally, but in North Carolina now.
Yeah, most of us met over the web, bro.
Right. That was what was funny. He over here talking about come join GRYSKLL Music. Your whole speech is how GRYSKLL started.
Wow.
Because we were all our individual identities doing our own individual things. And we just came together. You hate to overuse that word, form like Voltron, but that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Dang, man. There's some similar tribes, you know what I mean? There's like similar tribes do similar things, you know what I mean? Like, so it just works like that. Because I'm about to get my pardon finally, like, because of like olden day things. I couldn't come to the States, but I got got my paperwork there. I'm like, I feel like I'm probably 30 days away from getting my waiver into the States. So once I get my waiver, I'm coming. I'm gonna be there because I want to rush into. I'm gonna do the old the hip hop. I'm gonna go to all of these NFT conferences. You know, it's like everyone's gonna do it their own way. You know, but if we go out there just hip hop, it's like these people get entertained by this too. That's the whole thing.
By seeing a group of us together, that it's gonna grab attention, and that attention is gonna translate into action.
That's it. And so much money here. Let's make the money. I don't care. Like we need to make all of the money. If we don't take it, they're taking it.
Right.
So we need to take the money and put it back in the communities and do good things and help our families, man. Straight up, we need to help our families.
To get it, we don't have to do anything foul. We can do completely righteous, genuinely 100%. Good shit for ourselves and for others, and get paid to do it, man.
100%, man. And I feel that still, but I appreciate it, yo. I'm gonna make a move still, but let's stay in touch still, and whatever we can build, I'm game. If you have any questions, get at me. And music-wise, man, let's see, see what you want to do with the metaverse. I'm there to help facilitate, and maybe see what we can do music-wise, and just that's an easier thing. Let's see if our music vibes with each other, and maybe we could run something together. You know.
I wanted you to tell them about your album that you had on OpenSea too. Just kind of maybe give a little bit of detail about that. You mind spitting about that real quick?
Yeah. So the newest one, right? The newest album I have on OpenSea is the King Mizo, the official debut album that I dropped last year. So it's called King Mizo, self-titled. And it's 12 songs. You can buy each song on OpenSea. They're just individual tracks. I didn't add any special utility or anything to it, but it's just the music. You could buy the music. I also got a lot of old music on there. I have a bunch of my old albums minted on there, like whichever producer was down for me to do it. Like my boy Lalo, we have like Sacred Soil 1 and 2 minted as full albums. We also have a bunch of music videos on there that you can get that are minted as NFTs, you know?
Are you doing them all as one-of-ones, or are you doing them as volumes? I mean, how you doing them?
All of my music used to be one-of-ones, but I'm gonna stop doing that right now. I think I'm gonna run, I think collections like our founders tokens and things will be one-of-ones and all of these, but it'll be like the characters and all that. But I think the music, I'm gonna try to deal with it almost like you're buying a song from Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And just have several copies, so it's more accessible.
Yep.
That way, if someone doesn't have a lot of ETH, they can't buy it, that's fine, but maybe they could drop a little bit and buy it, at least have it still, you know? Then pick and choose. So for example, my new album, we're gonna do something different where the audio won't be one-of-ones, there'll be multiple copies, but at a lower price, but the music videos will be one-of-ones, you know? And the musical videos will come with utility, maybe a free verse, you know, like maybe a few beats. You know, you buy this, you get a beat, or you buy this and you get a verse, or maybe a verse and a beat, something like that, you know?
Okay.
You buy this, you get access to our parcel to do a show, things like that, you know?
I like it, man.
Wow.
I had another. What are you thinking about marketplaces for? Are you the Konoha King? How are you releasing that? Are you doing that? Do you want to release? Let people know about that yet, or is that something you still working on?
Yeah, that's all good. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna release it. I know I'll release it as an NFT as well, but I'm gonna bring it back to real life. Like I want to go real life to Web3 now, because I think that's the best way to get the demographics I'm trying to get onboarded. I think that's the best way to do it. So
different markets.
It's gonna be, yeah, we're gonna run it on a marketplace, but I feel like we might do something where it's like, yo, if you buy the album, the first amount of this many X amount of people who buy the album will automatically get an NFT sent to their wallet. But if you buy the album, we'll send them instructions of how to open a wallet, blah, 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 so they can get an NFT, you know? And then the one-of-ones you can just buy from there. But I don't know if I'm gonna go to OpenSea, to be honest. I would like to go to a curated marketplace, but I'm trying to see what the best curated marketplace is that'll accept what we're doing, you know?
That's
these OpenSea
right now, because I'm trying to decide what marketplace we should go to when we get ready to mint, because I'd like us to start dropping something as soon as we can build this community and audience up enough to, you know, have the support.
Yo, Mix, MYX is like a good app where you could sell physical merch with it, a bunch of things, and it gives art. You can give collectors royalty splits and things like that. MYX. I'll send you the link.
I'm on their Discord server. I joined their Discord server with a brother named Smokable from Twitter a couple weeks ago. So that's I'd love to hear anything you know about that. I'm looking at another one called vault.app. Have you heard of them yet?
Yeah, I heard of Vault still. Yo, I'm really paranoid guy sometimes, so I'm watching them still. I don't know if I want to use it yet, but they look dope still. They do look dope. Yeah. I just don't know who's behind it. I'm like always watching shit. Because you know people are on this pay to play right now. They're trying to make people pay to play in the metaverse. Like they're trying to like manage artists in the metaverse. There's like metaverse managers now. So like these like greedy hands are stepping into people's pockets. But I feel Vault is a good one to look at because it's new. They do look promising. MYX is a really good one. I like how they function and it's easy to use. OpenSea is just easy because everyone uses OpenSea. Right. But I don't know, man. I think the best way to do it, honestly, is email, do your own research, and search all of these platforms that aren't open to everyone, the ones that are private curators. And I would say message all of them. Get your press release ready, message every single one of them, and see which ones bite back. You know what I mean? Because getting a curated drop will help you make a big sale. Like, I haven't made a big sale off my music yet, man. Like, well, I have. I made 1,000 something off of it, but compared to off a song, which is big, but not what's considered big in the space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of my big sales are just like selling NFTs and virtual real estate. But so music-wise, I think if you email all of these platforms and you wait to hear back, and whichever one of them will let you have a curated drop, whether you like their politics or not, honestly, I would just take the curated drop, as long as all I would look at is, are they taking your royalties? And are they going to take your, are they going to give you an option? Like, all right, you get 10% resale royalty, or do they not talk about royalties with you? Because if they don't talk about royalties, then you want to move to the next platform. Because that's one of the main things as an artist in the space, is that we get secondary sale royalties. So if someone buys your song right now for $10, let's say $100, they buy your song, then they sell it tomorrow for $1,000, you get 10% royalty. So whenever they sell it, you get 10% in your wallet automatically, you know? So that would be the main thing to look at. I still haven't gotten accepted by any big platforms still, to be honest. But we're building our own marketplace as we speak right now. So we're building a guerrilla music marketplace.
Is going to be the way for a lot of this. It's, with a lot of those curated marketplaces kind of leaning toward other types of artists, and especially if you're making noise and raising a ruckus, it makes sense to build a marketplace.
Yeah, exactly. Build your own. You know what I mean?
I saw one project that they basically did that you had to go to a website and go through all these different steps in order to buy the NFT, but it was through all their their infrastructure. I don't know how they get it so that you can trade the NFT in other marketplaces or throughout the blockchain. I don't understand that part, but it was interesting to me that if they were they sold out a 10,000 NFT collection on drop day. So if they can do all about your marketing and all about who you reach, if you reach the right people and enough people who are really interested and willing to support, and they see value in what you bring, I can see it happening. Just take some work on the ground level to build some respect, consideration, and love, man.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just like our music, like our albums, you know what I mean? Like, take the same approach, almost. It's like, all right, so I'm going to drop this new project. I want marketplaces to recognize it, or you want to make our own, whatever it is. Because if you make your own, it's just a smart contract, and then in the smart contract, when they purchase it, it'll show up on OpenSea. So as long as your NFT shows up on OpenSea, it's easy to be traded by anybody, because OpenSea is like the Amazon of NFTs, It's not like a little Etsy shop. So. Okay. But I think our own platform would be ideal. That's the goal. We have someone working on our Rap Heads platform for the characters right now. It should be ready like by Friday still. But yeah, that's the best way to do it, man. And other than that, I'm still figuring it out. Like, I'm still figuring out a lot of things. I haven't sold a music project as an NFT in the way I want to yet. So. Yeah. So that's all a work in progress. Like, you brothers might find the best way. I might be like, all right, what you do, So
all right, we sharing, man. As long as we're sharing information and collaborating, man, because that's where the power is lie in this space, man. And I'm seeing on these Discord servers, it's all about these people who band together and build together. That those are the people who are winning right now.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm glad we spoke, man. I really appreciate it. Again, it means a lot that you came through and you really dropped it for us, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That was fun still. Had a good time.
Yes, appreciate it. Thanks for the time, Mizo.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
All right, brothers.
Well, so I got my pages out the way today, so.
Yeah.
All right, well, we good, fellas?
Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you, man. That was definitely a very, very enlightening and entertaining, man. So appreciate all the knowledge there.
Yeah, that's all it takes for brothers like us. I mean, most people probably picturing like it's virtual reality, and it's not that. But and more people like in our age or our demographic, they want to get into it. It's funny because they don't want to spend that crypto money, or they don't want to get into losing money when they'll just give away money to people who ask for it on the street. This dollar seems more important than the actual dollar we have in our pockets. So. It's just a little skepticism that we got to get past, and stuff like this is going to help because people listen to our podcast They're gonna watch it on YouTube. They're gonna ask questions. So let's do it.
It was helpful for me. Like
oh yeah,
I learned a lot tonight. You know what I'm saying? I definitely learned a lot. Like I said, I didn't know how to get in to start really poking around. You know what I mean? Like so. Even just to gain that understanding, it was very helpful for me. So yeah, it definitely enlightened me.
Now, I guess I should ask, because people are probably going to ask who are aware of crypto and have heard about it, your opinion on an exchange like Coinbase. I just heard, I was in a space the other day and somebody dropped some gems on me that I didn't realize, and made me realize that, going with these private wallets like MetaMask is the way to go. Do you have any opinion on the Coinbases or anything like that?
Yeah, they say, they have that saying, not your keys, not your wallet, and keys are basically the 12 words that I was saying. Like when you have certain wallets, like on Coinbase, you use your phone or your email, or one of those two, you verify through email or your text, and now you have a wallet. So whenever you log on, you log into your phone or your email. They own your wallet, because if you get locked out of your wallet, you can message them. They can unlock it for you. They own your wallet. Something happens to their platform, something happens to your wallet. Their platform gets compromised, your wallet might get compromised. MetaMask is one of the examples where it's a private wallet, where you own your keys. So your keys, your wallet. Your keys are your passphrases. So my advice is, always look for wallets where you're going to hold this thing. So a ledger, you can use a ledger, right? This is a Ledger Nano. This is a Ledger Nano. It's like a USB, you know what I mean? And you take this ledger, and make sure you go to the Ledger website directly, because they sell fake ledgers with like stolen things on it. It'll steal your info. But a ledger is a hard wallet. Okay? Ledger's a hard wallet. Places like MetaMask, wallets where you get your 12-phrase password that if you lose, no one can retrieve it. Those are your wallets that you control. And then the wallets where you don't have any 12 words, is just like a password when your phone number or email. Those are wallets that aren't really yours. Those wallets can get compromised easily. If the company wants to freeze you, the company will freeze you. It's almost like dealing with a bank, but it's not, What I do is I use my MetaMask. When I log into anywhere with my MetaMask, you always have to sign transactions. Like I was saying, you log in with Google on websites, you log in with Facebook. So here you log in with your MetaMask, sign, you're logged in. When I log into any of these sites, like OpenSea anywhere, with my MetaMask, I have this connected to my computer. Okay. Then I have to sign this hard wallet. So I sign in with my MetaMask, and I have to sign a second time here. And if I don't sign a second time here, I can't get into my MetaMask. So even if someone somehow found my 12-word, there's no way someone can hack my MetaMask unless I gave them my 12-word passphrase. The company MetaMask will never ask you for your 12-word passphrase. No one will. So if you gave someone that, or you saved your MetaMask passphrase, your wallet passphrase on your computer, on an email, on Google Drive, on a notepad on your computer or your phone, you might get compromised. When you get your 12-word passphrase, you want to write it down on a physical piece of paper. You want to write it down on 2 pieces of paper. One that you keep in one place, another one that you keep in another place. In cases of fire, in cases of flood, whatever. You know what I mean?
Very important.
And those are the main things, but always get a hard wallet if you can. If you're going to invest, I suggest getting a hard wallet. And if you're going to I use things like Coinbase, Crypto.com, Binance. I use those things if I'm transferring money. If I'm going from my bank to my crypto wallet, that's what I use. That's my bridge. But I don't hold anything in there. Okay. If something goes into my Coinbase, I'm directly sending that to my MetaMask, which is automatically on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. So those are all. So just those are the differences, man. And you gotta get your own wallet. And honestly, we run lessons. Like we've been running lessons for people that are in prison, for young people that have been coming up, that are fresh out of prison. We run workshops for people around wherever we can, and we, like I was saying, we run it in the cadence of hip hop, so people understand what we're talking about. You know. So you get on me.
Something else to collaborate on. We might want to do one of those that we publish on our channel, man. If you're up for it, or however you want to collaborate on it, man. I'm open to doing it. However you want to do it, you know.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. I'm 100%
to our audience, man.
Let's get it. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, question about the hardware wallet. Is there any form of redundancy for them? So is there a chance you can have one hardware wallet and maybe have a backup cloned copy that you keep in a safe or something like that?
What you can do is you can have your one hardware wallet. You can buy 2 of these.
Yeah.
And you can connect them both to your MetaMask.
Perfect. Okay.
You know, so like what you do is you want to look it up online, because when you get one of the ledgers, if it's gonna automatically tell you set it up, then it's gonna give you your own wallet. You're gonna get your own passphrase. But before you go to that step, that makes this your own wallet. But before you go to that step, you plug this into your computer, open MetaMask, and then log into MetaMask with this using your MetaMask passphrase. And this becomes your MetaMask security layer. It's just a security layer, you know? But I have 2 of these still. Like I have that. Shit, where is it? All right, somewhere. I got that. This is my security wallet, where if I need to get into MetaMask, I have to sign that. And then I have this, where it's another ledger, where I keep my tokens that I don't think I'm gonna sell for a long time. I keep my Bitcoin in there. I keep certain amounts of Ethereum in there that I'm not touching. Yeah. You know?
Okay.
And that keeps it safe. But it's about being safe because you're online. You know, it's like scammers are everywhere. It's not like you get scammed in your bank. You know, the bank is a scam. So scammers are everywhere. The bank's a pyramid scheme, not crypto. The bank's a pyramid scheme. They're at the top of the pyramid, you know? So there's gonna be dangers. There's gonna be things to be weary of. But that's like stepping into anything. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go skating for the first time, you're gonna understand, you have to know that, all right, the blades under your skate are sharp, right? You're gonna have to understand, all right, you might need to wear this equipment or that equipment. Like there's layers to safety in everything you do. So not being afraid of the layers of safety, but actually embracing them and understanding that everything you do in life has layers of safety and precaution you have to take. So that's what you're gonna do. The same thing goes for crypto, you know? Don't let the safety part be another layer of like paranoia, because that's what happened to me. Right. It's like, well, people could scam me. Oh man, I'm so scared. It's like, yo, I'm still mad paranoid. Like when I go to a website, even though I have this layer, if I'm going to a play to earn website and I gotta like figure some stuff out, all I'll do is I'll go to the play to earn website, and if I'm searching it on Google, and it shows me a link, I don't click that link. I go to Twitter, I search for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's what I do.
You have to make sure it's bio. Exactly. Because yo, you know how many fake other sites there will be? Like, there's so many OpenSeas. Go try to find OpenSea. Like you're a big chance you're gonna click the fake one.
Wow. So, scammers.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I don't blame them still. Makes sense. Yo, if I was 13, I wouldn't lie, man. I'd be rocking some bad karma right now.
Oh man, they probably making money like nowadays. But you should tell people where to find them at.
Like, where can they find you at, man?
Yeah.
Yo, so if you want to find me on all social media at King Mizo, M-I-Z-O, made it. M-A-D-E-I-T. King Mizo made it. And if you want to see what we're doing with our projects, just go to raptoken.xyz. And it's easy like that.
That's beautiful. And Linktree too. Linktree King Mizo, right?
Yeah, Linktree. / King Mizo made it. Or just King Mizo on that one. I should change it.
Man, yeah. I can't wait to listen, man. Man, check it out tonight, bro.
We appreciate
I'm excited still. I'm excited to hear some feedback. I feel hype right now. I feel like I'm gonna make some music right now.
Yeah, same. Yes.
I'd like to finish mixing this song down.
I gotta get a verse to this guy. Okay. I got you.
I hit you through text, Damon. I gotta hit you for the other one too, man. We gotta get that removed.
Oh damn!
I didn't hit Reese, but I figure
okay, I'm gonna hit Reese.
Yeah,
I get it though. I'm the newbie in the crew, so you know, I'm in the back of the line.
Well, I guess I am gonna be doing music.
About to be putting a verse in, real verse in for you in a minute, Q. One of the dial verses, one of them thong verses coming out.
I can already hear it. I'm gonna have a yellow thong or something this time. Like it's all good though.
Wait till y'all hear this world's finest. Yeah. So right. It's pretty right. It is very right. Wow.
That's a win, man.
Well, that's a win.
Oh, I'm sorry, Damon.
No. But I just featuring Musa. You know Musa wanna die. He was in that Time Flex thing.
Musa's nice.
Oh, the boy from the Time Flex drawing? Yeah.
He was kind of in and out with it, but
yeah. I heard him rhyme a few times. I'm following him. He's nasty.
He complimented your I think he complimented your style a lot in that World's Finest joint too. Like there was a lot of synergy there. I was feeling.
Okay. Oh, you heard it?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I don't know that I heard the final version, but
it's in the drive.
Shared it on the.
I think you shared it in the Slack.
Chat. Damn. Oh shit, I be forgetting.
It was. I have the version before T-Bear added his finishing touches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta hear that. Oh man, you gotta hear that.
I'm waiting to hear. I heard the snippet, but I haven't heard the final joint yet.
Okay, we put it in the drive.
Yeah, the boy Nomadic told me he hit you up too.
Nomadic?
Yeah, he said he politics with you a little bit too, huh?
No, he ain't.
Look, he's so like busy, he doesn't even know anymore.
No, I haven't checked the messages. I checked the messages.
Nah, he said because we
wait. In between the battles, yeah, he was hitting me up. He was.
Oh, okay. He was talking about doing like a garage posse joint or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's
Let me find out he played me, yo. Let me find out he played me to get to you. Now I'm the conduit and shit. Look at this bullshit here. My office hours are from 9 to 5. Golly.
Found his way around that one. Found his way around that one.
We're about to have Damon's assistant on the show instead of him.
Right. I'm glad I got to eat with the boy one time. I should have took a picture or something, yo.
Got interns doing his DMs. That's why he don't know.
That's hilarious.
Right.
You might want to fire Shorty, man.
All right, got people outside waiting in the car right now.
Hey, man, I might need some bread soon. I'll apply for the job, man.
That's hilarious. But you something coming down the pipeline. I think Cook is getting ready for that posse for our song.
Yeah, he got to move first.
You saw, yeah.
He got right. So that's gonna be a while. So we got some time with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I thought I missed the drink. I was like, yo. And then I found out the ball was moving. I was like, whoo.
Didn't he already finish moving? Didn't they already fly down and everything?
He moved some of his stuff, but he's still in LA.
Right.
Okay.
Real quick shot. I was thinking to debut this song on the show. Right. Whenever I get it finished mixing or whatever.
That's dope.
You know what?
The show.
I love it.
Since I'm the only one in the crew now that doesn't actually have a song that's been put out there as a GRYSKLL member, so
you ain't the only one yet, man. We got Mid and now Hydro.
Oh, I thought Mid already.
But you the first. Nobody in the second wave has put out anything yet. The whole first wave has done it, but yeah, wave 2, yeah, you should be the first one, so that'll be dope, man.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I figure since
actually Mid came before you. Either one.
King, do you make beats as well, King, or nah?
Yeah, I make beats still, but I'm not the best at it. I make beats for fun, but I wouldn't say I'm a good producer.
Okay, that's peace. I heard you saying as a part of maybe some of the
package.
Kind of things you might do as a part of the
so what we do is people who are like part of GRYSKLL Music. So basically that like we spread it apart, you know, like they'll get, so if we choose to have a beat as like a utility that someone gets, a portion of the sale will go to that producer, basically.
Word, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yo, it's that time for me, y'all.
Yeah, it's about
all
that
right,
time.
Jay, I'm right. I ain't too far behind you. Be safe, bro.
All right. Okay, T.
All right, peace, man. Yeah, I'm gonna make a move too. Still, I'm gonna get this music going.
All right,
I feel you, man. But yeah, thank you again, bro. Definitely a pleasure, man. We'll definitely be in touch.
Yeah, definitely, man. Let's build, man. I'm gonna tap into everything you guys are doing too and support.
All right, for real.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good, man.
All right.
All right, peace.
All right, I'm texting Reese right now as we speak.
So like I said before, though, like what you had as far as the beat was the skeleton. I replayed the bass line. I've added a bunch of shit to it. Like it's a fully produced track now.
Okay.
So once I get your vocals and I add it into the joint, I'm gonna do the sequencing and, you know, make it sound like an actual song versus just whatever. So yeah.
Damn. It's got layers, huh?
I'm hoping to be done, you know, as soon as you get your vocals to me, I'm hoping to be done within a few days, and then put it out there. So
all right, hold on, man.
I just gotta get do I have to get a Bandcamp page or something? Like I'm new to this digital world.
You don't have like, well, do you want to sell it as well as just have it for streaming, or you just trying to put it out for streaming?
I figure you might as well try and, you know, sell it as well versus just.
So if you like, I think it's a GRYSKLL Bandcamp page, but you could also set up your own Bandcamp page.
That's one thing.
They be robbing the shit out of you though.
I
have their pro account or whatever, so it's like a monthly fee. But it seems like every time I get in the hole, somebody will buy some shit, and I'll be like, word. And then I get the invoice like, yeah, yo, you sold $900,000 worth of shit. Problem is you owed us $895,000. So here go 25 cents. But you done good. You done good.
Right.
The emails come through saying, yeah, you made 74 cents.
Well, we had like 2-3 like decent purchases from overseas in the past couple weeks. I was like, you know, nothing that was gonna make a mortgage payment, but I was like, word, a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? Man, you know, your artist share, this, that, and the third. I was like,
well, that's all part of the Bandcamp?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I want to get us going to NFTs, man. Like we released the shit in, but we, you know, once we build the audience and the connections, man. I think
I might do what fucking Kai and God damn it, Kai and who's the other dude?
Shadow?
Nah.
Kai.
New York dude, Brownsville. Rock Marciano, yeah, like do the shit that they do and drop the song for $100.
That's pre NFT shit. Cannabis did the shit too last year, I think. He sold his album or whatever as an NFT, but it was straight from his website. So I don't even know if it's really an NFT because it's. I don't think it's on the blockchain. If it's because he was selling it for cash straight from his website. I could be wrong.
Did it work out for him?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it since.
Yeah, the only guy I know was that Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez about the NFTs, and he says he wish he would have sold it for more than. I think he sold his first one for 900. What was it?
I think I think he did them for $1 a piece, but he
it was $1 a piece. Yeah, he wish he would have considered. Yep. He would have sold it for a lot more than that.
Tory Lanez.
He proved concept for a lot of people at least.
Yeah.
And showed like an example, because then you saw people like Snoop rushing into the metaverse and buying up stuff and turning Death Row into a virtual label or a Web3 label.
I mean, with other people that are
services
on that level, like they can afford to do whatever the hell they want. So
right. But you can still see how ignorant, well, not ignorant, but you can tell that Tory was kind of skeptical about it by offering it for $1. You know what I'm saying? If he really knowing what he was doing, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot to learn in there, man. But I think it's gonna be a fun journey if we fuck around, man.
I think so.
Especially if we do it. Like if we don't wait for somebody else to do it, and we keep doing what we're doing, and we get organized and coordinate out the way we move. I think we could do some really dope shit, man. I think we could really.
Yeah, I kind of like what he was saying. That I'll be honest, that concert idea.
That's great.
Sounds interesting to say the least.
Okay.
How we would get the footage together, I don't know. Like I don't know if we even all just did some green screen shit at the crib.
That's what I was thinking.
Me and Q could probably edit it, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And we can hire somebody to polish it up and make it doper if we need to. We can hire E maybe.
So it's not like your avatars wouldn't be doing the concert. I don't understand how that whole shit.
I don't understand that part either. Yeah.
That's a good question though. And if they are, does that change the approach a bit?
I would imagine it would.
Right, because
in my mind, the metaverse is like what's that stupid ass game that all the kids
Ready Player One,
Roblox,
Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite.
Oh,
like how they had concerts on Fortnite type shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Like in my mind, that's metaverse.
Yeah, I think what they're gonna do is probably have a screen inside of that metaverse world where they just play whatever video you give them. I don't know if they're gonna convert it.
That's kind of how I was hearing it, but I think.
I don't know shit about the metaverse, so there's that.
I got find people that can do that shit for us. I'm not interested in throwing in VR headsets and all that shit. But as we grow our community, I think there'll be people that'll do that shit for us, man, and we'll just keep us.
But I would throw in a VR headset. You know what I'm saying?
I would, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and like I would
he might enjoy it.
Until an hour ago, I thought I needed a VR headset to get into the metaverse.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I'm trying to break it down.
You know what I mean? And I got that. That thought came from Support Your Local Weed Man, because he said he got in there on his headset. So I was like, oh, that must be the entry point.
Well, I think he's going through the Facebook metaverse, I think is where he's going. So
yeah.
That's how it works. Decentraland is a different metaverse, but this one is very popular in the world of crypto. I hear this name all the time. I've been hearing this name since I started hearing about NFTs. So this one that he's talking about was before the Facebook joint.
I get it. I mean, and we might need to figure out how we play in both. We might need to be Marvel, exist in all these metaverses.
That's why building this community and building these connections is so important right now.
They just might fall in
to bring all these ideas to life, man. Because we can do some banging shit. Just like he said, build a bridge. We can either go in and help him build his shit, and then learn, and then come back out and build our shit. Or maybe he'll coach us through building our own shit, and we just build something that's parallel that has a bridge that kind of works and internet works with what he does. I think there's a lot of opportunity there for us, man. We we don't have to do all that heavy lifting ourselves. I want us to be doing the art, the music, and the video, and the shit that we love doing, and find other people that love doing that other shit to do it for us.